ba ba. Alright, you do not see the magic mirror behind me. Welcome on my lovely goblins and ghouls of the internet. I am Hanyo, the demonic cinephile. And we are jumping back into Higurashi Watanagashi. Oh god, the story thing is so good right now. So good. But how was everybody's day so far? I had a bit of a lazy day. Finally get to watch Subspecies Blood Rise. That was an interesting movie. Compared to like all the other releases Full Moon has been putting out recently, it was actually pretty surprising. It was a bit too ambitious though for the I guess what the budget had in store. It felt like it was like 3 movies shoved into one. Which wouldn't have been bad if it was like a novel or a graphic novel, but not for a movie. It was too much. Cause you got the awesome prologue, opening first act, then time skip to like 100 years. Then we got this cool little middle section, which is basically like 2.5 scenes. Then cut to 300 years later. Then we got like 20 more minutes of the movie and it's over. It's like, why, Full Moon, why? I'm pretty sure the original script was amazing. I really love to get my hands on it one day. I don't think they'll release it. Oh, actually, do they? I'm curious now. Let me go see. I probably got the new ones up there now, but let's see. Subspecies. Screenplay. Huh. Subspecies 5 screenplay was written 20 years ago. Okay. I'm gonna press X to doubt on that, but it kind of does feel like that. I don't see it. I expect I would. But before we start the game, I do want to react quickly to the new trailer for Spider-Man. See how that looks like. So let's go and jump to that real quick. Let's turn the BGM off. And let's jump to that. Hey chat, there's chat over there, so say hi to yourselves if you want to. Alright, let me see. Shit. Really quick. What's that? Okay, there we go. Alright, now we come to want to chat on the phone real quick just in case. Alright. Oh, that's right. Mori did that Troubled Days visual novel a couple days ago. I think Evanita was also streaming that a minute about the same time, like a day before Callie did. I think Bay did it too. I almost want to do that. Because that game looked very fun. I never watched a full live stream, so we probably can do it. And I can still react to it without knowing that much about it. Basically what it is, it's things that a succubus breaks into this guy's house. And of course it's the wholesome boy, so he doesn't let her do her job. And she basically becomes a house slave. No, maid. Don't let's use that word. Bad word. Use that word. Yeah, so sleeping. That's anything. Alright, let's start recording. 1 second, get a drink. Something wrong with this water. It says it's shit. I need to change this real quick. Give me 1 second. Got a better drink. Not water. Most of it's water's me hot and I don't feel like that. Let's get some juice. But I say it's juice, it's Minute Maid, so it's mostly just a healthier soda. I would like to buy more juice. It's like, it's just so expensive. Why is it cheaper to buy fucking soda than just orange juice? Alright, here we go. We're gonna record and say cool 1. Oh, my lovely goblins and cool. Fuck, my voice just mumbles a shit. Yes, Cogs, everything is going great. Had a little bit of headache earlier, but it's kind of going down. Also, I watched Blood Rise today. The subspecies movie I mentioned last stream. It was so good. And so bad. It was too much of an ambitious script for one film. But yeah, let's start the recording real quick. So, 3, 2, 1, and... Welcome all my lovely goblins, ghouls, Unit. I'm Hanyo, your demonic cinephile. And we want to quickly react and look at the new trailer for Spider-Man 2. Just dropped earlier. So I wonder... Like, I am very excited to see what's going to be in this trailer. It looks, from the thumbnail, we're going to see Venom. So I'm curious what Venom's going to look like. I'm very eager to hear Tony Todd's voice. So we're just going to jump into this real quick. And let's see how it goes.
A lot's happened in the last 10 years. It's a miracle I'm even sitting here now.
Harry!
I got a second chance.
Oh, he was
I'm gonna
good.
take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete.
Ah, that Peter?
We're gonna heal the world.
Why do you look so weird? Oh, I got Spider-Man.
Hey guys, this is my best friend Harry.
Hey, good to meet you.
Oh, Harry's back?
Good job, huh? Still gonna have time for tutoring?
We'll figure it out. I didn't know there were bears in these woods.
They're looking pretty cool.
I have another name for you. Craven. He's here
Ah.
on some kind of hunt.
No, if you need me, I'm just a call away.
What's that?
No, if you need me, I'm
Go back.
He's here on some kind of hunt.
So Peter is gonna be like, either he has a waitering job, or I'm guessing he's gonna he's being a little spy for something, probably for Craven.
Hunt.
He got mechanical dogs. You know what? I'll take it.
no, if
Alright, got symbiote.
you need me, I'm just a call away.
Lee, you don't know what you took from me.
Oh! Go back!
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
No.
What's going on with me?
All Miles.
No, if you need me, I'm just a call away.
Lee,
Oh! Lee's back! He's back! He's gonna have his Uncle Ben moment. He's gonna go raffle. We're gonna get raffle Miles.
Don't know what you took from me.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
This was our dream. I'm not going to lose him.
We're going to heal the world.
Oh, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. October 20th. Oh, that's looking beautiful. That is looking beautiful. Let's go back real quick though.
I didn't know there were bears in these woods.
Let's go back.
Miracle I'm even sitting here now.
Okay, so this isn't a flashback. I thought this was a flashback scene, but I guess this is early in the game because it looks peaceful. I'll say that so far.
I'm gonna take advantage of that.
I do not like the new design for Peter. Yeah, it's not as bad as the design for the remastered version of 4 for the first game, but it's something, I don't know, it looks too young. Because he looks too young, because the first game he looked old, like he looked aged. Here he just looks, something's wrong. Something's with it. Something is with it. I don't like it.
But I need you with me, Pete.
That first design, which is perfect. Alright, we got our 2 heroes.
Guys, this is my best friend Harry.
Hey, good to meet you.
New job, huh? Still gonna have time for tutoring?
We'll figure it out.
No introduction to Craven's gang.
I didn't know there were bears in these woods.
So yeah, it looks like they're gonna be hunting Spider-Man.
I have another name for you. Craven. He's here on some kind
So I wonder how the lizard will interact with this. Is lizard gonna happen pretty early in the game, or afterwards, or like kind of like in the center? Now this though, this is interesting. Look at this. Look at this. So we have right here is the symbiote, obviously, but what does it look like to you guys? It looks like a crash site. So the symbiote isn't artificial life form like it seemed like it was in the first game. It did crash from outer space, but it looks like they're trying to use it as a cure. So they're kind of mixing it with the Ultimate Comics and the traditional storylines, which is cool. I always wanted to see them do that.
You know, if you need me, I'm just a call away. Lee, you don't know what you took from me.
Now this is going to be interesting because the game seems very big and bloated so far. It's over with the first one and it worked perfectly. So I wonder how, when and where this is going to happen. Probably close, maybe closer to the end, maybe. Because we can see Spider-Man, or maybe in the beginning, because you see Peter right here. It looks like he's helping people.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to be a better Spider-Man.
I go back.
Miles talks about is how to be a better
Oh, Miles talks about.
You don't know what you took from me.
Who was this lady? For some reason, I'm thinking about Shuri. Shuri's Black Panther. I could be wrong, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Who do you think this is going to be?
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
A lizard looking pretty cool, like a little mini Kaiju.
I'm not going to lose him.
Venom. Yeah, that's an awesome trailer. I cannot wait for this game to come out. Yeah, I got no words for you. I got no words. That was an amazing trailer. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Please let me know in the comments down below. How do you think this game's gonna be structured so far? It seems Harry is going to become back pretty early in the game, maybe right from the very beginning. But I'm wondering, how does the symbiote interact? Is there two symbiotes? One for Harry, one for Peter? Does it leave Harry and go on to Peter? Who eventually becomes Venom? Will it be Harry? Will it just be Peter who just turns into Venom? I don't know. I'm curious. I want fan theory, so if you have some, put it down in the comments down below to help feed that nasty algorithm. And I will see you all later because I don't know how to end video. So, bye. Okay. Okay, so we're good with that. And since I remember to turn the desktop audio on, it won't be as bad as last time, where no audio was recorded. Let me see. What are these things? Jason versus Pennywise. I guess my better judgment. Let's click on this for a quick second before we get into the main game. Before we get into our game. What is it, main game? No. Stop it. No commercials. Stop motion. What's Jason doing? Okay, it's pretty nicely put together. Don't do it, Jason.
Now we aren't strangers, are we?
You're like, what are you gonna do? Huh? Okay. Why we got a little classic Pennywise? Okay, that's interesting. Pretty cool. Let's skip ahead a little bit. I can't do it. My HD is kicking in. We'll do that. We'll do that kind of stuff later. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it with you guys or watch it by myself. It's taking too long to do. So let me put this up real quick. Here, put this on. The BGM on. Change you guys.
ち疲れたこの鼓動は無力で儚いもの痛みはそう
Okay, let's see it. Alright. Game acting funky, so let me see. There we go. Alright, the game is being captured perfectly. Y'all can hear it right though, just make sure. You can hear it, right? You all hear it? It's fine, it's fine. I'm pretty sure he was good. That one audio is which one is it? Actually, let me get something real quick. Just to be on the safe side. Let me see. Because I just want to double make sure, because I always had trouble with the audio, desktop audio. Sometimes it never likes to work for some reason. I don't know why. I don't mistreat OBS. I'm nice to OBS. I take it for, I feed it. I take it for walkies. I'm not sure why it wants to act this way to me sometimes. Yes, hold on. Okay, yeah, the cicadas are going through perfectly. Fire. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so let's continue. Yeah, it does seem appropriate. Alright, so last time we left off, we were outside of Angel Mort. We got harassed by those thugs. And then the whole citizens of Hinamizawa went to a little culty, for better lack of words, on us. Oh, on the thugs.
おっしゃ
Oh,
一丁上がりだね
alright, Mion.
おととい来やがれっての
That's right, she's talking to, what's the detective. I was forgetting his name. He's not my favorite character. Higurashi. Oshi-san. That was the signal. The tension melted away in an instant as everybody began smiling. A middle-aged man helped me up.
大丈夫かい前原の坊や。今度からは喧嘩は相手を選んでやりな。
Yeah, it was his fault this time around.
別に喧嘩ってわけじゃ。
Because I think in the anime, he just bumps into the bikes. And here, he basically did it on purpose.
怪我とかしてない？頭とかぶつけてるならレントゲンを取っておいた方がいいわよ。
An older lady I didn't know the name of was concerned about my injury.
たまたま駅前で 人通りの多い時間だったからこれだけ集まれたけど、次からは気をつけるんだよ。
Yes, ma'am.
最近の町もんは物騒なんだから。はあ、まったく。
I was even warned by the old lady in the smock. 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 I do not know what it is. I will assume it's some kind of jacket. As Shion finished applying the disappearing group for their efforts, she strode over to me.
いやいや、ケイちゃんもやるじゃない。でも私も相手を選んだ方がいいと思いますけどね。
サンキューな、ミオ。助かったよ。
だから私、シオン。
She made a troubled expression as she turned her gaze downwards, blushing in embarrassment.
お姉に聞いてますよ。オットセイの鍵、あれケイちゃんのですって？
あ、うん、そうだった。これからお店に行こうとしてたんだった。
それで浮かれてて、あんな変なのに絡まれちゃってたんですか？
More or less. Oh god, that face. That's the only thing Shion would do. Now it's my turn for my face to go red. I didn't want to admit that she was spot on.
まあ、ついてなかったよ。でも、シオンのおかげで助かった。
お礼はいらないですよ。だから、ケイちゃんも他の人がいじめられてるのを見つけたら、きっと助けてあげてください。
This line can basically be the main theme of all of Higurashi. Just help people out when they're in trouble.
私たちそういうのをとても大切にするから。
I was well versed in that sense of camaraderie, but the way I was rescued just now, something seemed a little off about that. While I was helped out, it was honestly to an almost disturbing degree.
お店来ますよね。疲れちゃっただろうから一服しません？おごりますよ。
Well, thank you, Shion. Seems like she caught the glimmer of suspicion in my eye. Without waiting for my answer, Shion began walking. Higurashi, this BGM is sweet. Which one is this? What's this track called? Oh, let me check. I'm gonna let you check. Guess I missed it. After cooling off a bit inside the restaurant, little by little, I realized I was still on edge. There were spots here and there on my body that hurt, probably because I had been so stiff with nervousness. Shion, who had changed into her uniform, brought over 2 glasses of iced coffee.
はいこれ、おごりのアイスコーヒー。レジでこのチケット渡せば無料になりますからね。
My patheticness really knew no bounds. But since she went through the trouble, I might as well take her up on the offer. Even though it had started out as such a lovely day, I had to get carried away and do something stupid. And I completely ruined it.
でも本当にさ、さっきのは助かったよ。シオンが本当に頼もしく見えた。
私だって怖かったですよ。でも他ならぬケイちゃんのピンチだし、勇気出して頑張りましたってことです。
When, a little embarrassed by what she just said, Shion made a show of folding her arms boldly.
シオン、本当にありがとうな。
I was thanking Shion, but really I wanted to thank Neon. Neon, really, thank you.
ほらほら、もう元気出してくださいよ。もしも恩義を感じるなら、 今度はケイちゃんが他の誰かのために戦ってくださいね。例えば私がピンチになったらきっと助けに来てくださいよ。
Oh, I will, Shion.
ああ、もちろんだ。約束する。
絶対ですからね。
Taking advantage of my words, she seemed happy about my promise.
ピンチになったらケイちゃんが助けに来てくれるのか。
We will do it.
早くピンチにならないかな。あ、やっと笑ってくれた。
She says she smiled herself, poking me in the cheek.
元気のないケイちゃんなんて偽物もいいとこです。ほら笑って笑って。
くすぐったいってば。やべ。
Norton, why do you keep popping up? I have not paid anything for you. Stop popping up on my screen. Thanks to Shion's meddling, I have finally cheered up a little. All the muscles in my body that had stiffened because of that incident finally began to relax a little.
元気出たらお腹とか空いてこないです？私お腹空いちゃいましたからホットケーキとか食べたいんですけど。
Ooh, breakfast for dinner sounds so nice.
ケイちゃんも食べます？
I want to show a little restraint, but restraint really wasn't my thing. That's why I replied without any.
うまいんだろうな。俺、ホットケーキはかなりうるさいぜ。
安心してください。うちのホットケーキはかなり評判いいですから。
Shion ordered some pancakes from a nearby waitress. An employee ordering from another employee seems kind of weird.
おいおい、そういえばシオン、今バイト中じゃないのか？俺とずっと話をして油を売ってていいのかよ。
She's family, she's allowed to do it.
おじさんにね、私が不良に絡まれてるところをケイちゃんが助けてくれたって言ったら、ねぎらってあげろって。
That's exactly what happened, but okay.
だから店長公認で OK です。
それ事実と正反対だぞ。
Yeah.
いいのかな？
She's the one telling the story.
全然いいのです。
By the time the pancakes arrived, we have entered into a relaxed conversation. As the two of us ate pancakes, we livened the mood with some chit-chat. About what was on TV, celebrities, that kind of thing. Hobbies, food, really, nothing more than ideal chit-chat. Talking together like this, we once again became conscious of Shion being a girl. Hey now, that's funny talk, Keiji Marabara. Shion and Mion are the same person. If there was anything different between them, it was only whether or not Mion admitted that she was Mion. But given that, how come our conversation was this different?
ケイちゃんってお姉のことを女だと思ってないでしょ
う。No, she's one of the boys.
そんなことはないよ。男だったら容赦なくどつき倒してる。
ケイちゃんとお姉が仲がいいのってそういうノンセクシャルな関係にあるって思うんです。
Platonic? Man and women just being nothing but friends? What's this?
それってなかなかできない羨ましい関係ですよ。
言ってる意味がよくわかんないが、まあ確かに女にしとくにはもったいないやつだよな。
あ、ケイちゃん、それ男女差別ですよ。
Hearing the word sexist was cause for introspection What was I prejudiced against Mion and Shion for? Mion was Mion. She was the best friend a guy could have. No reservations, and head and shoulders above me when it came to club activities. If I had met her 5 years earlier, my life would have probably been a lot more fun. Of this, I have no doubt. Then, what about Shion? She was Mion's little sister, and it hadn't even been 3 days since we met. Her relationship was much more distant, as the only thread we had in common was that I knew her sister. And for Shion, it was the same. I was somebody she met 3 days ago only because I was a friend of her sister's. And the difference between Mion and Shion: friendliness? Familiarity? Playing around with those unclear thoughts for a while, I stopped listening to Shion.
例えばですよ。聞いてます？
ああ、ごめん。聞いてるよ。
例えばですよ。
Okay.
私とお姉が共にピンチで、崖にぶら下がってるとします。
Oh no.
ケイちゃんはどっちを助けます？
Ooh.
どっちか一人だけですよ。
Ah, that's a tough one. She wasn't saying it to tease me, but had a playful tone behind her voice.
嫌な問題だな。
Shion's a little nicer, but Mion, you always get along with Mion. And Mion's sweet, she just like to show it. Then Shion, she can be a bit, you'll see, you'll see what I mean.
どっちも助けたいけど、それじゃダメなんだろ？
ダメです。シオンかミオンのどっちかだけです。どっちですか？
Who do we save, boys? Who do we save? If it were Mion, I don't think she'd be in that situation in the first place, as it's something she could easily get out herself. But what about the normal, frail Shion? I guess I have no choice.
お姉じゃないですよね。
If Mion and Shion were different people, I suppose it would come to that. I couldn't confirm nor deny it. She had been smiling, but her gaze was cloaked firmly to mine. What is it? Locked. What is it cloaked?
つまり、そういうことなんですよ。お姉はそのつまり、あれ？すみません。なんか自分で言ってて破綻しちゃいました。
Shion was trying to talk in a light-hearted manner, but I thought that there was something more behind her words. Was Mion trying to tell me something through Shion? Not being able to put a finger on exactly what it was vexing. Shion, to hide her embarrassment, turned the conversation around.
それよりもさっきのあれ驚きましたか？
そりゃ驚いたよ。レナやサトコが駆けつけてくれるならともかく、あんなに老若男女がいろいろと集まってくるんだからな。あれ全部ひなみ沢の人なんだろ？
Yeah, there were.
ええ、そうです。ひなみ沢の人はみんな結束してるんですよ。
That's a bit of an understatement.
一人の敵は全員の敵。日和見なんか誰もしません。結構頼もしい住民性なんですよ。
誰かがいじめられたらみんなで結束してやっつけるわけか。
Yeah.
なんだか マフィアとかヤクザみたいな結束だな。
What? No. No, why bring Yakuza up for?
そんなこと言っちゃダメですよ。とてもありがたいことなんですから。ケイちゃんもそれに助けられたんですよ。感謝の気持ちを忘れないように。
I half-heartedly agreed. I knew full well I should be appreciative.
ひなみ沢の人たちって本当に仲が良くて結束してるんだな。
昔からの伝統かな。
Tradition?
ひなみ沢って昔からいろいろと敗損の危機に遭うんですよね。その度に結束して戦って存続を勝ち取ってきたっていう歴史があるんですよ。例えばケイちゃん、ひなみ沢ダム計画って知ってます？
No, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Hinamizawa Dam Project. Let's see. I feel like I heard somebody talk about it before.
10年くらい前にね、突然ここにダムができてひなみ沢が丸ごと水没するって話になったんですよ。
あ、そんな話親父かなんかに聞いたことがあるような。でもそれって確か中止になったんだろ？
中止にさせたんですよ。みんなで団結して。だからこれは戦って勝ち取った勝利なんです。
That's not pretty much like the story I heard. The protest intensified to the point where it was featured in newspapers and magazines. As a result, the plan was suspended.
ダムの話そのものは私が生まれる前からあったらしいんです。最初は候補地調査とか砂防のための小さいダムとかそんな程度の話だったんですよ。
But then, the cat was let out of the bag. If it were completed, it would have been the biggest dam in Japan. Not just Hinamizawa, but several villages upstream would have been submerged as well. The protests immediately began. Petitions to cancel or relocate the project were drafted and submitted to the Diet. They even went so far as to go to the Ministry of Construction in Tokyo to hand over a direct appeal to the minister. The previous landowner sued the government, stating there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement, and the transaction should be nullified. Owners of the yet unacquired land split their properties, increasing the number of landowners in order to stifle the project.
土地の買収なんていうお金の問題のうちは可愛かったんです。そのうち土地の強制収用をちらつかせるようになりましてね。その頃からです。機動隊とかの暴力行為が目立ち始めたのは。
機動隊って警察だろ？
Yes, that's what you mean, the police.
暴力行為なんてするのかよ。
殴りますよ。
They punched.
蹴りますよ。
Kicked.
私も殴られたことありますし。
Oh, that I did not sure. I didn't know that part.
この辺だったかな。皮が切れちゃったみたいで血がすごい出ました。
Saying that Shion indicated her temple by poking at it.
警察とかには？
Filing a complaint against the riot for the riot police for police brutality would seem kind of strange for some reason. Naturally, they wouldn't pay heed to something like that. You wouldn't be able to establish proof on who exactly hit you, and they could justify their actions by saying you were interfering with police duties.
うちのばっちゃ烈火のごとく怒り狂いましてね。それからがすごかった。もう全面戦争ですよ。こっちも座り込みで訴えるなんて生っちょろいことなんかしません。ガンガン攻めました。
First, in order to call attention to the government, they filed a temporary injunction in court. Then, in order to gain public support, they called in prominent scientists to state that Hinamizawa was a valuable nature preserve. They pressed the prefectural and multi-principal assemblies, saying that the prefectural government ignored his constituents when he approved the project, and demanded his resignation. They completely and thoroughly denounced him. Naturally, in Hinamizawa, a ferocious conflict worthy of being called the Dam War began. In order to suppress the police brutality, they coordinated with the network channels and exposed the violence of the riot squad and members to the public. On top of that, they put together a special expose themed around the government representing the citizens and aired it nationally. It worked wonders. Following that, the SWAT team had their hands cuffed. Day after day, the petitions and demonstrations continued. Propaganda was used to help garner support. The circle of support gradually expanded outwards from Hinamizawa. Either that bore fruit, or the government finally decided against it. It was announced that the dam project was indefinitely suspended just a few years ago.
私たちにできることなら何でもしました。村全部が一丸になって戦ったんです。あの時は必死だったけど、終わった今となってはいい思い出かな。村人たちの連帯感や団結心は今でも消えていないんです。
Shion said that as she focused off into the distance. I felt that those eyes weren't filled with anguish, but rather a sense of pride.
そういう連帯感っていいよな。なかなかないことだよ。世代を超えて地域で団結できるなんて。
私もそう思います。ダム計画は試練だったけど、それを乗り越えて得たものはとても大きいと思いますよ。
The fear I was feeling just now gradually began to fade. When people began to show up one after another while I was engaged with those thugs, I thought it was frightening. But now, I felt from the bottom of my heart that I had been rude. The villagers prepared to defend their homeland to the death. The sense of solidarity that fostered. It might seem impotent to say this, but I was a little jealous. If I had been Hinamizawa when the protest against the dam was going on, I might have been able to share in that sense of solidarity.
ケイちゃんは反対運動の時、南沢にいなかったから村人たちの連帯感を実感できないかもしれないけど、みんなにはあるの。しっかりと。それはたとえ引っ越してきたばかりのケイちゃんに対してもね。
She couldn't have been more right. So many people got together to help me out when I just moved here. Even though they were strangers, those names I didn't even know. A hot feeling began welling up inside of me. When I lived in the city, I didn't even know my own neighbors. I thought that was natural. But here, that was an absurd and pathetic thing. Not just absurd, but pathetic. Even though I thought of them as strangers, all the villagers viewed me as a comrade. Happiness and warmth. I was actually aware of those feelings and they gradually welled up inside me.
園崎さん、店長がホール入ってほしいそうです。
A more senior waitress waved her hand and called out to Shion. It seemed like it was a time for work.
あ、はい、今入ります。すみません。もう仕事しないとまずいみたいです。
Okay.
いいよいいよ。付き合ってくれてありがとな。楽しかったよ。
あ、帰っちゃいます？
まあな、飯の時間には戻らないとお袋がうるさいし。
I was thinking that Shion wanted to say something, but she swallowed her words. Like we hadn't talked enough. That kind of feeling. Looking at that expression, I regretted saying something that had disappointed Neon like that. I was about to say that I could stay for a little bit longer when Shion got up from her seat.
はいこれ。このチケットで払えばホットケーキ代も大丈夫ですから。
Saying that, she showed me a coupon booklet as she tore out a few sheets and handed them to me.
便利でしょ？
Thank you.
お給料の他にもらえるボーナスチケットなんですよ。
いいよ。ホットケーキ代くらい払えるよ。
おやおや、遠慮するなんてケイちゃんらしくないですよ。私がお姉だったら喜んでおごられるくせに。
She said as she laughed, gently stopping me from opening my wallet. Being told with such an encouraging smile really resonated with me.
園崎さん、すみません。レジ入ってください。あ、はい、今すぐ。
Later. Today was fun. Saying that, Shion smiled one more time at me.
あ、ミオン。今日は本当にありがとうな。この恩は忘れないよ。
そう思うならきっと返してください。楽しみにしてますから。
After I said that, I realized I mistakenly called her Neon. I didn't know if she realized it or not. Oh no. Ah, the cicada noises are back. Lazing around and watching television after dinner was part of my daily routine. It might seem like a waste at first glance, but you could say it was an important time when I was able to acquire knowledge of everything from politics to economics to various trivia. After dinner was valuable time well spent while the brain is most supplied with nutrients.
バカバカ、東京タワーの方が高いに決まってるだろ。
Okay.
あ
That came out of nowhere. Today, I tested my knowledge of trivia by watching my weekly quiz show. Sitting in front of the television, I was able to get a lot of the answers right. But if I was actually on the stage, I probably failed miserably. You got all that pressure on you.
ケイチ、園崎さんから電話よ。
はいよ。園崎？ミオンか。
It was a little late for her to be calling. I had a bad feeling about it. Helter Skelter, oh no. I had a hunch it was something to do with club activities. She was probably going to inform me about what we were doing tomorrow. This was Neon we were talking about. She might even go as far as to say we're doing club activities right now. So hurry up and come over. By the way, it was 8 p.m.
もしもし。今から部活の野戦ってのは却下だぞ。
じゃなくて、その。
It was Mion, but it was a very un-Mion way of... Oh, sorry. It was Mion, but it was a very un-Mion-like way of talking. Huh. Could it be...
ごめん。ひょっとしてミオンじゃなくてシオンか？
そうです。どうもこんばんは。夜分遅くにすみません。
For Mion, this would have been an ill-fitting, polite way of talking. But since it was Shion, it was natural. Even though they were both the same person. the dry smile. I enjoy that mysterious feeling.
いや別にいいよ。それより何の用だい？
ケイちゃんはケーキとかデザートとか甘いものは好きですか？
Do I? There was no way I hated them. I'm an unabashed glut.
ならよかったです。実はですね、夏の新デザートコンテストってのがありまして。
Looks like they have a new dessert menu every season. So they were hiring taste testers for potential desserts.
エンジェルモートのデザートはかなり評判いいんですよ。モニターの募集もかなり倍率高いんです。それで担当直入な話。
じゃーんと言われても見えないからわからないけど、ひょっとして。
そうです。そのモニターチケットがここにあるってわけです。
I got a ticket right here for you.
もしも甘いものが嫌いじゃないならいかがですか？
いかがですかってつまりなんだよ。そのチケットで俺が新デザートを食い放題とそういうわけなのか？
Take the ticket. The way to... They say to beware of honey pots. But this is sweeter than any pot of honey. Is that a localization? Or is that like a common universal saying? Yeah, this thing's a little too modern for the timeline of the story. All you eat dessert? Free dessert? No way.
OK ならモニター当選者の末番に名前を書いておきますね。明日お店に来たら係の者に名前を言ってください。それで万事 OK ですから。
はい、シオン様。
万事 OK って、それで食べ放題なのか？無料なのか？
Yes, you mean it?
ええ、無料です。結構ありますからお腹を空かせてくることをおすすめします。
I will starve myself starting right now. It was a delectable opportunity. It was almost scary. This was really Shion, right? It wasn't me on posing as Shion in order to bait me into a trap. Was it? What am I saying? They're the same person.
はいはい。ケイちゃんの考えてることは分かってますよ。
Oh no, these country girls. Their ability to read minds.
こんな美味しい話があるわけないって思ってるんでしょ？
Ha! That's what I figured.
ギク。いや、そんなことは全然。
お姉から聞いてますけど、つくづく嘘のつけない人なんですね。私、そういうの嫌いじゃないです。
Shion laughed with a voice that sounded a lot like how Neon would laugh.
下心ってわけじゃないんですけど、実は私、明日はちょっとバイトしたらすぐに終わりなんです。もしもご迷惑じゃなかったら、その後ちょっとご一緒してもらってもいいかなって思いまして。
へえ、明日のバイトはすぐ終わっちゃうんだ。
はい。だからケイちゃんがデザート食べながらのんびりしてるうちに終わっちゃうんです。
まあ俺も特に用事はないし、多少付き合うくらいなら構わないよ。
別にどこかに行くわけでもないです。夕涼みしながらお散歩でもできたらなって思ってるだけですから。
There was no reason for me to refuse. Out of courtesy, I might as well take her up on her offer.
そういえば、ケイちゃんと私ってなんだか毎日会ってますよね。
言われてみればそうだな。
でも OK してもらえたおかげでまた明日も会える口実を作ることができました。
Huh? Wait, what was Neon saying?
ケイちゃん、なんだか声が裏返ってます。
It did?
どうしたんでしょうね。
It wasn't a video phone, but she could tell I was beat red.
じゃあ明日きっと来てくださいね。それじゃあこれで失礼します。おやすみなさい。
Night night.
あ、おやすみ。
Shion finished with that. Shion finished with what she called to say, ended the conversation without any chit-chat. When I returned to the living room after I hung up the phone, the TV was already off and my mom was sleeping on the rocking chair. Not feeling like turning the TV back on, I went back upstairs and returned to my room. Yeah, at least make it
俺
like your mama.
シオンに世話になってばかりだよな。
Put a blanket over her. I've only been receiving favors from Shion half a night. She brought me a bento and saved me when I got involved with those thugs. She was supposed to be a different person, so I could thank Neon at school. Come to think of it, she probably just say she'll pass it on to her sister. I have to thank Shion directly. Tomorrow I'll have to repay her somehow. Black bars on the screen. Higurashi and the Clay. Ah, details of the delinquent three. Oh, now the three little hoodlums. Those boys actually had some details on them. Let's see. I'm a bit curious.
で、俺たちが逮捕されなきゃなんねんだろ
I don't know. Just why you arrested us.
すっとらってんじゃねえ
Bullshit.
話さけこれ
Let go of me.
クマちゃん、腕を離してあげていいですよ。さあ、どうぞおかげになって。
The three rubbed their arms painfully. Kagami-kun and the others must have been squeezing them pretty tightly.
お兄さんたち誤解しないでくださいよ。別に逮捕したわけじゃないんだから。クマちゃん、冷蔵庫から冷たいの出してあげてください。お兄さんたちは泡の出る麦茶と出ない麦茶どっちがいいです？ん？
They plunked down onto the reception sofa, and despite not yelling anymore, they still had dangerous expressions. What I give to be young again?
飲まないなら私勝手に飲んじゃいますよ。失礼してピシッと。勤務中に飲むビールが一番美味しいですね。
No comment. As I drowned the beer with glee, the three people exchanged glances, then finally reached out for their cans. They hadn't stopped being cautious. It was more like they didn't see a reason to refuse. They each opened their cans and began to drink the contents.
お兄さんたちはどっから来たんです？ここいらの人じゃないでしょう。
And they looked at each other again, suspicious whether they should tell him.
お兄さんたち大学生？お友達同士？バイクか何かで旅行中だったんでしょうかね。羨ましいなあ。家は近くってわけじゃないんでしょ？どっから来たの？大阪ですかな？
んなのどこでもいいだろ
What's the matter to you?
まあそうすごまないで。あのままいたらお兄さん方だってやばかったでしょ？
They assumed to recall the thrilling events from earlier. Well, they could understand getting surrounded by students or a gang or something along those lines. They would never have been surrounded by locals, both young and old. Both men and women before. It was easy to imagine how scared they must have been.
ここいらの人間ならどんな間違いがあってもひなみ沢の人間には手出ししないですよ。子供の喧嘩に親は出てくるな、なんてもんじゃない。一人をいじめたら、それこそ村中が総出でやってきますよ。いや、ほんと、脅しでも何でもなく。
They couldn't argue against that. They themselves have been surrounded. They've seen it with their own eyes. There was no doubt about it.
ここいらじゃねえ。ひなみ沢の人間に睨まれたら、あっさり鬼隠しにあって消えちまうんです。もう、跡形もなく忽然と。お兄さん方、行方不明になったら誰か捜索願いを出してくれるご家族はいます？いないならまずいな。蒸発扱いですよ。
Even though we got there soon enough, then nothing happened. And it had been late. Things could have taken a turn for the worse. If they had been forced into an alleyway, these young men wouldn't be sitting on a couch right now. They might be lying on an autopsy table. Anyway, perhaps they'd be a little more cooperative if we found them as corpses.
お兄さん方、沖宮へは何で来たの？で、バイク？
バイク？プレインの？
バイク。
バイク。
そりゃまずいな。さっきのとこにまだ止めっぱなしなんでしょ？あんたらのこのことバイクを取りに戻ったら、今度こそ袋叩きに会いますよ。
Good job. Who's that? Armband.
なんだよそれ。
Take them off.
上等じゃねえか。
Calm down, calm down. Why are you young people these days so quick with the shouting?
あんたらももう面倒ごとはごめんでしょう。バイクのナンバー教えてください。ここまで持ってきてあげますから。クマちゃん、交通課対策にゲート車を借りてきてください。
えっせ。別にいいよ。自分たちで取りに行くからいいって。
It's fine. We'll go get them ourselves.
あんたら本気で囲まれたいんですか。今度は警察間に合わないかもしれませんよ。
大丈夫だっつってんだろ。
It's fine.
囲み上等で。
おい、お兄さん方。あんたら今泡の出る麦茶飲んだろう。
Yeah.
エンジンかけてみろ。その場で飲酒取るぞこら。
汚ねえ。
Fucking dirty.
警察が税金使って兄さん方のバイクを運びして死んぜよって言ってんだよ。ごちゃごちゃ言わねえでナンバー言えってんだこのクソバカ野郎。
Oshi. Okay, you ain't playing around. The three were hesitant to tell him about the numbers. They were mumbling something along the lines of not remembering them since they just bought the bikes. Well, that's what I thought.
クマちゃん、ゲート車に同行してバイク持ってきてあげて。ごつい赤いやつとテールランプの右側が割れたやつ。あとシートにガムテ貼ってあった白いやつ。それだろ。兄さんたちのバイク。
They didn't answer. They must be the right ones.
おいさん、ゲート車来ましたんで行ってきます。
はいはい、よろしくお願いします。あとクマちゃん、ちょっと。
なんすか？
ナンバー紹介しといてください。間違ったバイクを持ってきちゃうと悪いから。
The three people's faces changed color. They made themselves very easy to understand.
バイク戻ってくるまでのんびりしてましょうよ。ビールもっとありますよ。乾き物だってありますし。
They got snacks? Okay.
テレビ見ます？
I can go for a program.
ろくなのやってませんけどね。
Then why did you bring it up?
いいよ、俺たちもう行くから。こんなとこにいつまでもいたくねえよ。
Suddenly, there were 5 or 6 huge officers surrounding them. Their clearly overpowering stares nailed them to the sofa.
なんだよ。 俺たちが何かしたかよ。
Going on a trip by stealing motorcycles, huh? Students these days have too much time on their hands. Got him. Yeah, Oji, he's not my favorite character, but he has his awesome moments. Continue on. And right before we start up, I need to take a quick little break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put the reel back on for a moment. Just need to add that other effect. I had another effect to add on to the scenes, but I lost the clip. This is a burning film. I need to find it again. Whatever. I'm putting this on for you guys, so I'll be right back. 5, 6, 7 minutes. Hi-yo! Yeah, I'm back. Not better. Hey, I'm alive. But now I keep drinking all the sugar. Alright. I knew we wouldn't be doing any club activities after school today before Mion even said anything. I've been invited over by Shion for an all-you-can-eat dessert. I made a point of leaving half my lunch uneaten. My expectations would only be rivaled by my hunger.
ケイチくん、今日はなんだか嬉しそうだね。
I am. I get to eat a bunch of cakes and ice cream.
いいことあるのかな
I guess it was obvious. Rena had questioned me with a happy look. That's right. Why don't I invite Rena for dessert as well? No, if I recall correctly, Shion said something about having a ticket. At worst, the restaurant might be admissions by tickets only today. If that was the case, then having Rena be turned away at the door would result in the worst feeling ever.
ちょっとしたラッキーでさ、明日報告してやるよ。レナン、きっと羨ましがるぜ。
Oh no.
なんだろういいの
Why did you tell her like that?
そのラッキーって可愛いかな
Oh no, it's not cute. It is not cute. Cute? I wonder what Rena would think of the uniforms that Angel wore. They definitely hit a critical hit.
多分
Probably. Oh no.
かなり可愛いかも。
Don't say it like that, man. Don't say it like that.
いいの
I'm... Oh god. I know that's not a bad localization, but I just hate localizations in general. Jelly. Who says jelly? Who says jelly?
何かなへえ、どんな幸運に恵まれたのやら。
You should technically already know. New Shion.
あれひょっとして2月くらい前にエンジェルモードで三角くじとか引いた？それに当たった？
おいおい、俺は2月前にはまだ転校してきてないぞ。
ああ、そっか。じゃあエンジェルのデザートフェスタでもないし。みーちゃん、エンジェルのデザートフェスタって何かな？ほら、沖宮の駅前の正面にエンジェルモートっていうファミレスがあるじゃない？あそこではね、季節の変わり目に新デザートのお披露目イベントをやるんだよ。それが今日でね。あ、言っても無駄だよ。くじ当選者以外は入店できない貸し切りデーだから。
So he was right. Mion explained once again what Shion explained to me last night.
レナも今度からお店に通ってみよう。
Oh no, she has a determined look in her eye. What's that? I need to put that off.
頑張ってくじを当てて次のデザート食べ放題を狙うの。頑張れ。
Knock yourself out. It doesn't hurt to try.
ちなみに聞いた話だと、当選くじはマニア垂涎のプラチナチケットで闇では高値で取引されてるなんて噂が。
Sure they are, Shion. Sure they are. Hearing that story, I felt even more appreciative of the ticket that Shion had procured for me. I just thought I was lucky to be able to eat dessert for free. But it turned out that the ticket was much more valuable. The number of things I had to thank Shion for had increased again.
ありがとな。そんなに価値があるものなんて俺全然知らなくて。
I whispered in a voice only Mion could hear. This was how I conveyed my feelings. Mia looked at me for a moment before she tilted her head to the side and smiled confusedly.
何？なんか言った？
It would be a problem if you said something to me now, right? That smile seemed to be telling me as much. I guess Mion wouldn't be accepting any gratitude while she was Mion. I'll go to the restaurant. Today, I'll thank Mion while she's Shion.
じゃ、おじさんはこの辺で失礼するわ。今日のバイトはちょっとハードなんだよな。じゃあね。
Bye-bye. Mion waved her hand energetically as she left.
ねえケイチくん、
Yes, yes.
なんだかみーちゃん最近変なの。
You think?
浮かれてるっていうか嬉しそうっていうか。
What? No, no, of course not.
そうなのか？
Rina was pretty sharp when it came to things like this. To me, Mion seemed the same as always, but Rina apparently felt something different.
ケイチくんは知らないのかな。
I do not know. You can
て
tell
っ
me.
きり知ってるのかなって思って。
Rina's skirt fluttered as she spun around with a coy smile.
知ってるって俺が何を？
I was obviously weaseling my way out of the question, but I wasn't lying. Honestly, I didn't know what was going on. Why did Shion, a persona Mion, that she created appear before me? Something was blatantly up, but Rina paid no heed.
そっか。じゃあ何なんだろうね。でもみーちゃんが機嫌いいとレナも嬉しいよ。は
Oh no, that was ice. Saying that, she spread her arms wide and spun around happily. I didn't know why Rina was in a really good mood. It was so infectious that I had to smile. Even the chirping of the cicadas seemed joyful.
でもね。
That was a weird little swipe. What is she? Rina abruptly stopped spinning. Her expression had returned to a more somber one.
みーちゃんね。つい最近ね。すごく傷つけられたの。
傷つけってえ？
The pain that Rina was talking about probably wasn't physical.
はじめはあまり気にしてないふりをしてたけど、怪我と同じ。だんだん腫れてきた。じんじん腫れてきた。とうとう痛みがこらえられなくなって、夜中に目を覚ました。
What?
そして、レナに電話してきたの。みーちゃんは泣いてた。
ごめん。それ何の話だよ？
何の話？レナは今何か話をしてたのかな？
No,
かな？
no, 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 no. What was all that? Let's go back real quick. Pain wasn't physical. At first, she tried to pretend it wasn't a big deal. But like a wound, it began to fester and grow. Eventually, she was no longer able to bear the pain and woke up in the middle of the night. And then, she phoned Rena. Mi-chan was crying.
おい、そんなとぼけ方するなよ。今レナは。
知らない知らない知らない。
Oh no, getting weird again.
レナは何も知らないよ。はう。
Oh. Rena spun as she laughed endlessly. Eventually, she appeared to get sick, stumbling as she steered herself with a hand against the wall.
はう。目が回って。
Yeah, I do that I do that in the chair sometimes. You never gets old. No matter how old you get, it's always fun to spin around.
バカだな。
It wasn't dumb, it's silly.
調子に乗ってぐるぐる回ってるからだよ。
ごめん。はあ、気持ち悪いかも。
I let the ditz a shoulder to lean on. To be stumbling around like a newborn falls at this age is actually quite a feat. Rina, in a good mood, only babbled incoherently after that. I laughed as I responded to her and chided her. However, the chance to revisit that heavy topic Rina had brought up before never arrived. Oh no. What is she talking about? What is she talking about? I think I know. I think I know exactly what she's talking about. I think I can remember that scene. But I don't want to say so. Because there's slight differences between the end and everything else. As soon as I got home, I tossed aside my school bag and changed in a hurry. Every night. Okay, the effect of only having a light lunch was starting to show, as my stomach began to let out a fickle growl. Alright, let's go to Angel Mort. It's time to face the land of endless dessert. Preparations for battle are complete. Tally-ho! Angel Mort had a decently different feel compared to yesterday. Dessert fiesta today. Admittance by reservation only. Nonetheless, the front of the store had a big swarm by over a dozen of young men. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy instead of entering the store, they weren't invitees. Why would they gather here if they knew they couldn't get in? They're a bunch of down bad idiots. I found out the answer when I passed through the crowd and began to climb the steps to enter the restaurant.
あんた当選者なのか?
Yes I am, my good sir.
チケットを持ってるのか?
Maybe.
ああ、まあな、ラッキーだったんだ。
As soon as I said that, I was immediately mobbed. It was like being in the middle of a football scrum on a crowded train. What is going on? Their reason was this. It wasn't just one ticket per person. One ticket could let in to 4 people inside.
そうだったのか。ますますレナや他のみんなを誘ってやるべきだった。親切にありがとう。でも今の話は聞かなかったことにするよ。
I didn't hear that. With an uplifting smile, I turned and ignored them. When I did, their arms all reached out at once, like the souls of the damned seeking succor. My God, how damn bad are these boys? And again, not much talk whenever we play Hades, and whenever we play Hades and Artemis comes on the screen.
その4名様までのお供にぜひ俺たちを
I can sympathize with your horniness. But you cannot control yourself. I will not eat you. What selfish people. Any other situation I would say no, but he has a point. This was their only reason they were crowded in front of the restaurant. Dozens of rigid arms reached out for me like the teeth of a giant rake and grasped at air. I was already climbing the stairs to the entrance.
なんて身軽なやつ
Hey, act like that no one's gonna want yours though. Hi-oh!
取り押さえろ
This isn't something to joke about. I flew up the rest of the stairs and threw myself inside the restaurant. It was like I entered a different world. The miserable throng of the dam hurled curses at me from the other side of the glass door. But inside of this completely soundproof and air-conditioned restaurant, with the angelic smile of a waitress to welcome me, they were nothing more than a refreshing piece of scenery. I knew that I shouldn't laugh, but I began to let out a snicker crackle.
いらっしゃいませ。
Yeah, suffer.
エンジェルモートへようこそいらっしゃいました。本日はデザートフェスタにつき、チケットのお客様のみの貸し切りになっております。チケットとご方面をお伺いしてもよろしいでしょうか。
チケットはないけど名簿に名前があると思います。前原です。
前原あった。失礼ですがフルネームでお伺いしてよろしいですか。
圭一です。前原圭一。
大変失礼いたしました。特別招待の前原圭一様ですね。お席へご案内いたします。どうぞこちらへ。
The mood inside the room was incredibly heated. The booths were packed to the brim. Men in their prime were stuffing their faces with dainty desserts that didn't suit them at all. It was rather an unnerving spectacle. Soon after I was shown to my seat, Shion arrived.
いらっしゃいませ。ようこそエンジェルモートへ。
よーしよ。今日は本当にありがとうな。世話になりに来たぜ。
ちょっと遅かったから心配しました。でも来てくれて嬉しいです。
It may have been because of the other customers were around. It may have been because other customers were around that her tone was less casual. But she still capped off with a welcome with her usual brilliant smile.
見ての通り、今日はお客さんがすっごいんで、定時に抜けさせてもらえるかちょっと自信がないんです。
That's fine. No, you have to wait on me.
私の仕事が終わるまでのんびりしててくださいね。終わったら一緒に遊びに行きましょうね。
Why did these words play? They are kids though. Why am I whispering just like that part into my ear? Shion winked and returned to the kitchen. Maybe it was because of the mood in the restaurant was so heated, but Shion seemed a bit bolder. Even a small change in her mannerisms was enough to set my heart aflutter.
お待たせしました。
While I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurant, orders from the new summer menu were carried out one after the other. Every single one was extravagantly huge. I get it. You can eat all these amazing things for free. No wonder a ticket was worth the weight in gold. On top of that, all those plenty delicious. From dishes with general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience. There were absolutely no gaps in their repertoire.
どう考えても一人で食う量じゃないかもしれないな。
Hey, you can try.
まあそれは置いておいて。
It didn't feel relaxed to me here at all. Probably because the fever inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. All the other seats were crammed with groups of four. Sleazy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and it wouldn't have been a surprise if they started licking the plates. It was more than a little unsettling. It piqued my interest, so I started listening in on their conversation. And what things I heard.
エンジェルモード萌え。
Oh no.
僕ですか。どうせ
戦チケットは秘密ルートから7万で購入したっつ。
Redacted.
職場には親戚の葬式でと言ったにゃりんよ。エンジェルは制服が最高にゃり。
ウェイトレスさん、水とかズボンにこぼしてふきふきとかしてくれないかにゃ。
No. Bad thoughts. Bad thoughts.
にゃーにゃ
ー。エンジェルモートのフィギュアが今度発売されるらしいでござるな。
You have to pay the girls for their likeness. A family restaurant would never do that.
次のイベントは要注意でござる。
そうそう。今度大手フィギュアメーカーが商品化を決めたそうであります。
Wait, they being serious?
発売日は要チェックなのであります。
I'm pretty sure you can just buy any hentai figure, like, any place really. Why something for these girls?
しかし大人買いするには種類が多すぎるのでごわすな。普通のファミレス制服のフィギュアなら10種類程度でごわすのに、今度のはシークレットポーズ差分込みでざっと100種類。
ダブった時は誰かトレードしてもらいたいでおじゃる。ファンとしては即日コントは義務。いや、君と僕とのディスティニーでおじゃるよ。
The words spilling out of their mouths were pretty much all incomparable jargon. But they were neatly conveyed that hidden behind them was an invisible aura of abnormality.
お待たせしました。次のデザートは南国風シナモンのアバンチュールでございます。
That actually looks kind of good. What is it?
どうかなさいましたか？
あ、いえ、なんかこう今日の店内は雰囲気が違うなと。
うちのお店、その道の方々にはかなり有名らしいんです。まあそういう狙いのお店ですからいいんですけどね。でもイベントの日のお客様はちょっと濃いめの方が多いんで困っちゃいます。
The waitress informed me quietly with a wry smile.
なんかお客の人たちも血走っててハイエナみたいですよね。今日のお客さんのほとんどはかなり遠方から無理してきてるみたいですからね。そういう方々ってハメを外しやすいんでちょっと怖いんです。
Yeah, you probably should have some guards just in case.
ちゃんとガードを固めておかないと大変なんですから。
Even me, the fellow customer? Yeah. What does she mean by your guard? At that moment, a large crash resonated through the room. I turned around, startled to see that a waitress has fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying right onto a customer. Wait, isn't that Shion?
すみませんでした。そのお召し物はその
なんてことするにゃり。
Oh god, what is that voice? Ugh.
もうジーンズ専門店で1800円もしたズボンが生クリームでベトベトにゃりんよ。
What? Yeah, based on I'm thinking, what the hell? For somebody who just met with disaster, he seems awfully happy.
これはひどいですにょ。ウェイトレスさんが精神誠意ふきふきするしかないでござるにょ。
The conversation suddenly weaved off in an odd direction. Hey, what did he say? Why is it raining that? Hey, what did he say? Wipey. Did he want Shion to wipe him down? Right over that obviously aberrant tent he had pitched over his crotch.
でもその
ふきふき
A wipey chant quickly spread throughout the room. Totally concerned, Shion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but was only met with a head shaking out of pity.
園崎さん、足を引っ掛けられたんですね。ああやってわざと衣服を汚させて絡んでくるお客が最近多いんですよ。
足を引っ掛けてだって？じゃあ今のあれも事故じゃなくて恋？
メインの女の子は十分気をつけてますから絶対ああはならないんですけど、園崎さんは短期バイトだからまだガードが甘くて、今日のお客様たちにも早々に見破られちゃったみたいで、朝から
店長とかは何やってんだよ。あんな不良な客は追い出せよ。
We are in the service industry. There's not much we can do, but oh no, that is not true. That is not true. I've done hospitality classes. I know a bit about how to run a restaurant. Kinda. No, if a customer is harassing your staff, you have every legal right to kick them out. I'm sure probably a little different in Japan, but here in America, you can. If somebody is harassing your staff, you can't kick them out. Normally, it's not. The way that you do that is always call the police instead, just in case a fight breaks out. She laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. Shion trembled uncontrollably with a dishcloth in her hand as she turned bright red. The man who had doused in frosting splayed out on the bench, putting the cream-covered tent crotch on display. Still mentally unprepared, her trembling hand inched forward, grabbed on by onlookers.
さあさあさあ、ふきふきするでござるよ。
From the male point of view, it might have been a ridiculous spectacle I could just smile warily at, but from a woman's point of view, this is obviously pure humiliation. Oh, dark. When I was trapped by those thugs and had been paralyzed with fear, Shion fiercely stood up to them and saved me. Still, as humiliating as it was, she was also partly to blame for this, and it wasn't as though her life was at stake right now. Even these guys, they were just going to jeer at her in a bit of a lewd situation. It's not like they were going to eat Shion alive or anything. No. Even my introverted ass would probably swoop up and knock the guy's lights out.
私だって怖かったですよ。
Even if I was scared.
でも他ならぬケイちゃんのピンチだし、勇気出して頑張りましたってことです。
When I, a man, was being assaulted by 3 thugs while paralyzed with fear, Shion saved me without a second thought. What about now? These sleazy, filthy degenerates were trying to pin the blame on Shion? This time, our roles were reversed. Hey, Keijimaba, you don't save her now, then will you be able to repay the debt you owe her? You scared, Keijimaba? At that time, Shion, no, Mion, didn't even show a hint of hesitation. Then what about now? I'm not hesitating. Then what? You're not hesitating, then why aren't you helping her?
さあ、観念するでござる。ほっほっほ。
やかましいぞ重量オーバー。俺の目が黒いうちに出て失せろ。
Yeah! Come on, Keiichi! I grabbed Shion's shoulder firmly and pulled her behind me.
ケイちゃん。
そのスタッフが世のオズボンに粗相したのでござるよ。
お仕置きが必要なのはてめえの方だ。男なら能書き吐くな。
Now of empty words.
腕で物を言ってみろ
Oh no. My body was lifted into the air like nothing. I was thrown right back into my own seat. This guy is strong. No matter how you look at it, Athletic and this Lardo aren't even the same area code.
オタクは意外にマイナーな武道を得得していることが多いでござるから甘く見ると大変でござるよ。
Just because you like to imitate Dragon Ball while watching it doesn't make you a martial artist. This man's smart, showing off his gum line.
ケイちゃん、大丈夫？
Damn it. How lame must it look right now?
シオンは足を引っ掛けられたんだろう。向こうが悪いんだから突き上がらせることなんかないぞ。
そうだけど、でもやっぱり悪いのは私だし。
Even if it was your fault, the only thing you can do is bring him a wet towel and let him clean himself up.
もう一度だ。いくぞこれくらいでへこたれるケイチ様だと思うなよ。もう一度だ。
He's resilient. Whack that look. Isn't it a monkey?
口ほどにもないでござるの。
Yeah, all talk and determination.
まだまだ
KG may not be strong, but our boy is built like a tank. Rise, my will to fight. Yeah! Not just running, I planted every one of my steps firmly as I closed the distance to the Lord. A bunch of people are probably hating these words right now. Each time I ripped my foot off the floor, I could feel my burning spirit flare up from the point of impact. Everything slowed down, like I was underwater. So I stepped forward in that vicious flow of time. I calmly measured the gap between us. With our differences in height, reach was my ultimate advantage. There was an ever so tiny distance between us where only my punch would be able to reach. I unleashed my iron fist of righteous anger, but it flew towards his face, slowly, like I was punching underwater. Reacting to that, with a smirk on his face, the fatso easily slipped inside of my punch. I didn't realize it until now, but in this mirror time, I was able to observe his baffling counterattack with almost painful clarity. His arms slowly swung around in a large windmill motion, wrapped around my wiffle punch, and descended into an arc. That arm swung like the arm of a clock. It came in contact with my head, twisting my upper body around it. Dragging my head along, he followed through with another rotation. This time, he rotated his entire body like a top, flowing by another rotation. Combining defense and offense, it was a brilliant encounter. That's right. 3 times. I was thrown after 3 rotations, I think. In this vicious region of time, I was unable to struggle, and I could only wait dumbstruck until the moment was thrown. The moment I was, the sluggish temporal anomaly abruptly ended. Crash!
修行が足りないでござるよ。ヤングメン。
What the hell? Why is that like that for? I was loath to admit it, but against somebody trained in martial arts, I couldn't win through force of will alone. Bring out the baseball bat. Bring out the good old baseball bat. After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness, when I came to, I was lying down in my own seat.
怪我しなくてよかったですね。
The more experienced waitress from before wiped the sweat from my brow with a towel. While she was doing that, a red-faced and teary-eyed Shion trudged over.
大丈夫ですか？私なんかのためにすみませんでした。
俺こそ役に立たなくてすまん。俺喧嘩って勝ったことないし。
私のために助けに来てくれただけで嬉しかったです。本当ですよ。それだけでも今日はケイちゃんに来てもらえてよかったかなって。
After she said that, she stuck her tongue out teasingly. She wiped off the whipped cream with a washcloth while she was holding it in her hands.
園崎さん、R 入ってもいいですよ。あと 1,2 時間でしょ？
いいんです。バイトとはいえお給料もらってる身ですから。時間内はちゃんと働きたいんです。だから本当お気遣いなく。
Just like me, I don't understand taking breaks at work. Just complete the whole hours so you can leave. And taking a half an hour lunch break seems stupid to me. She couldn't even put up a brave front. I would never even think for a second that Neon could be that weak. This was Shion, and she had been harassed by some unreasonably riffraff. That was reality.
ケイちゃんは気にしないでデザートいっぱい食べててくださいね。
Okay.
一通り食べ終わったらアンケートを書いてもらいますので。じゃあ私ホールに戻りますね。
After some consoling words with a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitress started to head back to work. That's when I stopped her.
すいません、ウェイトレスさん。電話借りたいんですけど。
電話ですか？レジ横にございますよ。ご案内いたします。
I pulled out a 10 yen coin from my wallet. This wasn't about saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact. But I could just cry myself to sleep about that later tonight. Now was not the time for tears. I had to fight.
確かチケット1枚で4人まで OK なんですよね。あと3人呼んでもいいんですよね。
ええ、そうですけど一応名簿に書きますのでお名前を伺ってもよろしいですか？
I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who suggested Shion to that humiliation. Is all the club members coming? There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk. The first thing is that I owe Shion. The second is that I'm a man who's not afraid to throw away his pride to win. And the third is that we are the most powerful club members in history.
名簿には竜宮レナ、それから北条聡子、古出理香で。
かしこまりました。受けたまわります。
I'll have the best and most powerful club members to join the fray. Okay. The other club members didn't come in the anime. I don't think they put even the manga either. They can bring down 1,000 foes. Yes. Prepare to meet your maker.
いいお店だね。
Luna! Oh, she's in her white dress.
制服かわいい。レナも着たい。しかも のデザートまでおごってもらえるなんて僕は大感激なのです。
ああ、好きなだけ食ってくれ。
Why is Rika look a little taller in this cut for some reason?
俺の分なんか気にするな。
ケイイチさん、茶番は結構でございますのよ。要件に入ってほしいですわ。
Renata and Rika-chan put down their forks when Sadako broached the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table.
頼む。俺の不甲斐なさを笑ってもいい。力を貸してくれ。
The three of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events. But nevertheless, nevertheless listen to what I had to say, without making fun of my unusual behavior.
どうしたのかな。何があったんだろう、太郎。
実はミオンの妹のシオンがこの店でバイト中なんだ。
ああ、話に聞いてたみーちゃんの妹さんだね。ひょっとしてあれかな、あれかな。似てるね、似てるね。似てるも何も髪を下ろしただけの本人ではありませんの？
I didn't know what to say.
ケイイチがシオンだと言うからシオンなのですよ。いくら双子だってあんなにうり二つになるもんなんですの？一卵性ソーセージって言ってね。
Monozygote twins. No, I think that is a medical term, I think. Normally, I think they use the word, but the simple term is maternal twins. Is it maternal for... Yeah, because they come from the same egg, then it's maternal twins. But if it's two sperm and two different eggs, it's paternal twins. I think that's right. I'm not a medical doctor.
本当にそっくりの双子ってこともあるんだって。
Mina gave the most plausible explanation, so everybody else was convinced.
納得してもらえたかな。それで本題だ。
I recounted everything that had just happened. How Shion was targeted, and how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also, how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it.
それはひどいね。しーちゃんかわいそう。しかし、それを助けられないなんて。
I
みっと
tried.
もないにも程がありますわよ。
How unsightly you can be.
それについては返す言葉がない。
さとこちゃん、負けを認めて助けを求めるのってとっても難しいことなの。ケイチ君は変なプライドなんかよりしーちゃんを助けることを選んだんだよ。ふん、情けないですこと。
Rina follow up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Sadako calling me all sorts of names, but there were no malign intentions behind her words.
で、僕たちは何をするですか？
Her voice was monotone, but there was a hint of resolve in her words. I replied to Rika-chan's suggested silence in kind with my own quiet resolve.
まあ、そんなところだと思ってましたわ。ケイチさん一人には少々荷が重すぎますもの。
じゃあ助けてくれるのか？
当然だよ、ケイチ君。私たちは誰がいじめられても助けに行くよ。
I just noticed the sound on OBS peaking a little bit. And let's just turn it down just a bit, just so it's not in the yellow. However, Keiichi Marabara, now is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight.
すまん、 恩に着る。
一人で頑張ったけど歯が立たなくてかわいそかわいそです。
Rika-chan gently pat my head for me, when there was no mindless pity in the palm of her hand. Of that hand. It was overflowing with a strong, dependable feeling of leave the rest to us.
もろもろの都合によりミオンは参戦できないので臨時に俺が指揮を取る。
Mion can join, so I'll be taking command.
作戦内容はシオンの護衛と敵勢力の殲滅。
敵って誰かな？いっぱいいるのかな？
現時刻以降シオンにちょっかいを出そうとする全個人全勢力を敵と認める。交戦規定はなし。報酬は今食ったデザート。質問はあるか？
Everybody had already entered club mode, their eyes perked, peering with the riffraff, climbing around inside the restaurant like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. Rika-chan held up her hand.
なんだい、リカちゃん。
手加減は必要ですか？
Oh no! When Rika said she... Rika, you want her to show mercy.
不要に決まってますわ。
But not this time. No, no, no.
ミオさんの妹に狼藉を働く輩に手加減なんか不要ですの。いいんですね、ケイチ。
Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. Ah, I'm counting on you, Rika-chan.
全責任は俺、前原圭一が取る。蹴散らしてやれ。
よーし、レナも頑張るぞ。
すまん、よろしく頼む。
ケイチさん、そんなに力まなくても大丈夫ですのよ。まあ、ご覧あそばせ。
Wait and see. Wait for
ケイチさんがそのパフェを食べ終わる頃にはお掃除は終わってましたよ。ではみんな頑張りましょうですよ。ファイトオーです。
ファイトオーです。Oh! Thus, the most powerful war band the world has ever known, trained by Neon, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when you consider our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone besides me had terrifying combat capabilities. All of them combined their strengths to protect Shion. I couldn't even imagine. I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring.
園崎さん、7番テーブルにデラックスパフェを5つお願いします。あ、はい。
Shion carried the order to the tables. For Shion to carry all 5 parfaits without wobbling took so much effort that she didn't have the breathing room to pay attention to her feet.
どうしよう、また来たでござるよ。
今度はミーのおズボンにぶっかけさせて一層念入りにふきふきしてもらうにより。
It was the same wipey-wipey scheme that had occurred just a short time earlier. This time, another one of them was trying it out for himself. The very depravity of these men was itself a full-out attack.
圭一よりレナへ。
Rena, this is Keiichi.
5、6番テーブル付近で待ち伏せだ。
And pushed them around table 5 and 6.
レナ、聞こえてるか？
お店の制服かわいいね。はう、お持ち帰り。
Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Rena. Oh no. Oh god, that image in my head. No. I can only imagine what Rena's looking like. She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Rena was instantly transfixed by the back of her unit. Are you saying Rena's staring at her ass? She loves all things cute, so That's for Rena to decide. That's for Rena to decide if she thinks it's cute. I probably shouldn't give my opinion on that matter. From a normal person point of view, it was probably like having a fox guard a hen house. But when it comes to Rena, things were different.
怪異状態シンクロ率 120%、
Oh no, cute mode. 120% synchronization.
勝ったな。
あの状態のレナさんには地球上のどんな物理法則も通用しませんわ。
She bends it like a witch. Shion's legs, unsteady and defenseless, were being targeted by those sleazebags.
今でござるよ、同志諸君。世界の輝ける明星にして偉大なる総統閣下万歳。
Hail Nine Pure, shining Lucifer of the Humorite Mecca. What are these men on? A leg snaked out to trip Shion's defenseless feet. It got 3 of them at once. Happened in an instant. 3 fools whirled in pain as their legs bent in an unnatural angle. What do you do?
これは何事でござるか。
Rena teetered into view and gave them a warning.
おいたはダメなんだよ。目だよ、目。
No means no. No.
レナがお持ち帰りするから、
この小娘、神妙な技を。
The human scum clutched at their bruised ankles as they passed out.
さすがはレナさん。いつ見ても恐ろしいキレですわね。
ああ、絶対的なガードだ。半径2メートル以内で行われるシオンへのあらゆる攻撃をレナは完全なカウンターで粉砕する。
As Shion was making her rounds through the restaurant, there were people here and there collapsing with whelps on their legs or hands.
はう、レナよりケイチ君へ。もうしーちゃんにちょっかい出す人はいないよ。だからもうお持ち帰り。
I'm going to take her home.
ケイチよりレナへ。ご苦労だった。引き続き護衛を続けてくれ。
You are not allowed to take her home.
それからお持ち帰りは不可。繰り返す。お持ち帰りは不可。
じゃあ見てるだけだよ。見てるだけ。はう。
It's all good that this is a cute girl saying this because this was guy saying these words. It'd be a little too creepy. It's still kind of creepy, but it's fine because we know Rena would hurt them. She might lock them up in the basement and make her part of some weird collection, but she's not actually going to do anything to them. Because just looking is fine. That wouldn't prevent her from guarding Shion, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, thanks to this I knew who tried to mess with Shion. Everybody was clutching at their arms or legs while they were withering in agony, was basically branded by their bruises.
現時刻をもって敵勢力識別を完了。次のフェーズへ移行する。ケイチよりサトコへ。そっちはどうなってる？
サトコですわよ。どうなってるとはひどい言い方でございますわね。ケイチさん、私を誰だと思っておいでですの？
You're our trap master. Sadako was in the kitchen. She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with ordered chips in with their destinations, and now was sorting through the freshly made desserts.
ちょっと、さっきから何をしてるの？まあまあ、園崎さん、いいからいいから、彼女に任せておいて。それよりもこのオーダー、全部一度に行くからお願いね。
The veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out one after another. All the desserts that passed through Sadako's hands were delivered at once. Oh, all the desserts that passed through. She spiked them, didn't she? She spiked them.
かわいいデザートがいっぱい来たよ。
Don't touch them right now. Don't touch them.
分かってるだろうが手をつけるなよ。
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're a trap. They're booby
自
traps.
分の身が大事なら。
わかってるけど。
Certainly, they're all incredibly looking desserts. They're all works of art that you could enjoy before even taking your first bite. However, since Satoko had meddled with them, they were nothing more than an unpredictable danger. Blissfully ignorant of the fact that were the men now stuffing their faces. Uh-oh. Almost right away they realized that something was wrong.
サトコ、塩やタバスコってわけじゃないだろう。
あら、ケイチさんが言ったんですのよ。
Oh no.
手加減無用って。
He said no mercy.
私、こう見えても叩くときは徹底的に叩く性分でございますの。
Yeah, she has good work effort. As she said that, she twirled a dubious frill in her fingers before putting it away smartly into her pouch.
サトコより理解。お客様が行きますわよ。エスコートお願いしますわ。
Escort duty is all yours.
僕にお任せなのです。
Come to think of it, I didn't see Rika-chan anywhere. Where could she be lurking? Several men stood up suddenly from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something. The restless fidgeting, and that look of relief when they found a single placard hanging from the ceiling. Written on the card was the word restaurant. Began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All the people that were branded as the enemy were standing up from their seats while clutching their stomachs.
さすがにくっつきすぎたでござるよ。
Aww, what's wrong? You realize he did something bad?
お手洗いはどこでござるか？
僕もニャリーよ。オープンでなくクローズドの方でござる。ようリプレイ外しにゃり。
おトイレはどこにゃ？見つけたにゃ。緊急発進スクランブルにょ。
You're in for it. Really? I felt jury just thinking about what Sadako probably did to the dessert. The problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the Russian men to the washroom. The narrow hallway connecting to the restroom was crammed with about 10 men.
なんとしたことでござるか。
As I peered over to see what was happening, whew, seeing the toilet was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a loud gurgling sound with a terrible stench. There was no way to use it in that state. Damn that Sadako, with a frightening display of power. No, this wasn't Sadako's doing. It was divine punishment. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I'll just apologiously ask one of the employees to clean it up. Here to clean it up.
これでは尿が出せぬでござる。
どうしたものにゃりんか？毎同士。
It was a brilliant combination of traps, but it wouldn't be better if there were one more push to the kicker. Seeing as it was Satoko, she wouldn't have overlooked that.
こうなっては最後の手段にゃ。
Faced with moral dilemma, that man had only one option: women's restroom.
さすがに女子トイレはまずいでござらんか。今日のお客さんに女子はいないにゃりん。
All purity, so pretty sure there's no female customers here today. What about staff?
コロンブスの卵でにゃりん。
はあはあ、背に腹は変えられぬ。
I'm pretty sure they're just as disgusting. What a brazen bunch they are. The men's sweat now pouring from their brows made a mad rush to the girl's room without any hesitation.
Me?
Why the fuck is scary? Like, me? What are you doing there, Rika? There was a girl in there. It was Rika-chan. The men stood there frozen in various complicated poses, indicating their surprise. Rika-chan also seemed dumbfounded by the sudden turn of events. But the look in their face was strangely perfect. This was all part of the plan as well. You sly dog, Rika-chan. I should never underestimate you.
これはでござるな。まだ待て。
み
男子便所がちょっとデンジャラスにゃので、ちょっとおトイレをお借りしたかっただけなのにゃ。にゃー。
み
Oh no. It's so cute.
でもやっぱりいけないことでござるよな。どうし諸君。
Just by having a girl standing there in the restroom, I never knew it could put such an overwhelming barrier. There was no way anybody could be brave enough to lift Rika-chan out of the way to try to do their business. This was the most they could do after all. If it were a man in a full club mode, for example, someone like me, they will plow through Rika-chan without a second thought. Now, what are they going to do? Now, what are you gonna do, you fat asses? The price for tormenting Shion still hasn't been paid.
お困りなら僕が助けてあげてもいいのです。
I know.
片付けどござる。してその方法は？
お外のトイレを使えばいいのです。ご案内しますですよ。
それは助かるにゃりん。さあこのままじゃ集団って不根腕状態にゃりん。
Don't put that in my image. Don't put that in my face. Rika-chan, with a pleasant smile on her face, guided them with a casual stride in her step. In this race against time, her slow pace was sadistic torture.
マドマーゼル、そのトイレはここから遠いでござるか？
すぐに着きますです。
Obeying Rika-chan is Rika-chan's directions. They're about to leave the restaurant.
ケイチ君、締めだよ。ビシッと言ってね。
おうよ、任せておけ。
I spread my arms out and blocked them as they tried to leave the restaurant.
何の真似でござるか。このデフコン1の非常時に。
悪人ども。この扉から一歩外へ出ることがどういうことになるか。
それはどういう意味にゃ？
ほら、チケットに書いてあるよ。途中退店無効って。どこのおトイレに行くのも自由でございますがね。その扉を一歩でも外へ出たなら二度と戻れませんのよ。
覚えてろ。
そんな怖いこと言う人たちを案内したくないのです。
Everybody panicked as Rika-chan began to turn back. They could only figuratively and literally fall in line. All the waitresses also lined up to see them off.
本日はご来店誠にありがとうございました。
愛しゃるリターン。
Clang clang. The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them.
すまないですわね。楽勝の極みでしたよ。やったね。
Rika and Sadako. Iman, Rina, and Sadako clapped their hands together.
ひゅー、俺一人じゃ歯が立たねえ連中もメンバー総登場ならまさに一網打尽だな。
この程度の相手なら私たちなら一人でもお相手できましたよ。圭一さんも少しは腕をお磨き遊ばせ。
I know, Sadako, I know. I was low to admit it, but Sadako was right. Damn it. One day I'll be strong enough to be worthy to stand alongside them.
でもみーちゃんの妹さんを守れて本当に良かったね。もうこれでいたずらする悪い人たちは一人もいなくなったよ。
素敵な友人に恵まれたわね、園崎さん。
The veteran Rangers also smiled. After the herd was set packing, it calmed down completely inside the restaurant. Inside the restaurant, Shion was flustered as she glanced between us and the now empty seats.
私のために？
Of course.
その。
Shion's expression was somewhere between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face had turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen.
わあ、しーちゃんもかわいい。双子なんだね。はう。
Yeah, they're twins. You want to take her home, don't you? So guys, let's stop for 1 minute. Not even minute, just gonna do something real quick. Okay. Given Shion's personality, there's no way she thanked us directly. May have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her.
分かってると思いますけど、園崎さん、とても感謝してますよ。私もホールを代表して感謝いたします。
A round of applause for the Hinamizawa fighters. The applause quickly spread throughout the entire restaurant. Not only the other waitresses, but also the customers that were genuinely there to enjoy the desserts. Everyone was lauding our efforts. When we had mostly finished eating and were filling out the survey, Rika-chan made her return.
おお、お疲れ。守備は上々か？ずいぶん遅かったな。
ごめんなさいなのです。帰りに迷子になってしまって大変だったのです。リカちゃんは変な道を通ることが多いからね。よく迷子になるんだよ。
How did she get lost just guiding people to a nearby toilet?
人間誰にも得て増えてがありましたよ。リカにはそんなの負けないような長所がたくさんありますわ。
それもそうだな。さっきの女子トイレのあの表情、役者だったな。
あの時の圭一はひどいのです。自分が彼らの立場だったら僕を弾き飛ばして女子トイレに飛び込むとか考えていたのです。
また俺、考えが顔に出てたのか。
圭一君。
あ、いや、そら。
No, can't hide it. No, looking at you like they want to hurt you. I could laugh about it then, but a few days later, a newspaper headline read, 10 unidentified men were taken to custody in Hideyama? The men claimed they had traveled from a Shishi-born city by foot to find a toilet. but the spot they were taking into custody was an XX kilometers away from Shishibon. When I read the article, I realized how terrifying Riki-chan really was.
さてと、ごち今日は呼んでもらえて嬉しかったのです。あら、文句ありますの？もうちょっとゆっくりしても。タンスのお片付けの途中だったのですよ。あのままではお布団が敷けないのです。ああ、それもそうですわね。
Oop. Looks like I called her at a bad time.
レナが電話した時はお部屋の片付け中だったんだよ。でも駆けつけてくれたんだよね。まあ非常時だから仕方ありませんわ。それに甘いものをいっぱいいっぱい食べさせてもらいましたですから、とても喜んでいますよ。
今日はありがとな。急に呼び出しちゃって。
シオンによろしくとお伝えなのです。では失礼しますわ。レナさんはどうぞごゆっくり。うん、そうするね。じゃあね。
Rika and Sadako, in a good mood, horsed around with each other as they left. And that was the tale of how a small club of children busted a bunch of idiotic perverts. Ah, the music is so comforting. While Rin and I were having a discussion about the dessert we just ate, Shion arrived with some candy. Aww.
あら、ちっちゃい二人は帰っちゃいましたか？
They did. Hearing them call the little ones was so strange. I inadvertently burst out laughing.
なんか片付けの途中だったとかで帰っちゃったよ。
Sheena brought enough coffee for four people.
先輩に話を聞きました。なんだか私のためにいろいろご迷惑をかけてしまったみたいで。
全然迷惑じゃないよ。他ならぬしーちゃんのピンチだしね。あ、いいよね、しーちゃんで。
あ
みーちゃんとお揃いで可愛いかなって。
あ、まあどうぞご自由に。
Sheena seemed a bit hesitant, but Rina started talking to her. Rina is pretty sharp about some things, so Sheena was probably worried that Rina would find out she was Neon after talking like this. Shion said she had work soon and hurried off back to the kitchen, leaving behind the coffee for just the two of us.
レナにそっけなかった。慣れ慣れしい子だと思われちゃったかな。
照れてるだけだよ。
でも本当にそっくりだね。双子ってよりももう一人のみーちゃんみたいな感じ。
外見は似てるけど雰囲気っていうか中身は全然違うだろ。そういう双子も面白いと思うけどな。
ケイチ君はそう思う？中身もそっくりだと思うよ。
Well, heart, lungs, liver, blood type. Yeah, I guess you're right. Isabel became silent. Rena was staring at the pattern of the milk made on the surface of her coffee without saying a word. For somebody like me who would never stop talking, it was rather an uncomfortable moment. Rena's off-put mannerism seemed to imply I said something I shouldn't have. That unpleasantness carried on for a little while.
レナさ、今日言ってたろ。ミオンが傷つけられたなんて話。
そんな話したかな。
だからとぼけるなよ。確かに言ったよ。今日の学校からの帰り道で。
Rena answered by laughing while continuing to play dumb, questioning if she said that. As thick-headed as I was, I had a faint realization. Rena wanted to say that I was the one who hurt Neon. But when? Me?
もし仮にそういうことがあったとしても、それは俺には悪意はなかったんだよ。
I continued the conversation, but left out the assumption that I had hurt Neon.
うん。きっとそうだと思う。圭一君に悪気はなかったと思うな。
Rena replied, also leaving out the assumption that I hurt Neon. But that confirmed it. I don't know how it happened, but it seemed that I had hurt Neon. And Rena was upset with me due to the fact I hadn't realized it.
誤解しないでほしいんだけど、別にレナは怒ってるわけじゃないよ。
Seeing right through what I was thinking, Rena said as she smiled even more blatantly than usual. Hey, did my body just flew around? Sorry. Stand up real quick.
ただその、
Isn't just
なんていうのかな。
How did I say?
難しいなって。
俺に落ち度があるならはっきりそうだと言ってくれないか。俺は自分でも呆れるほど鈍感なんだ。謝るべきことがあるなら少しでも早くそれに気づいて謝罪したいと思ってる。
別に圭一君に落ち度なんかなかったと思うよ。考えようによってはずるいのはみーちゃんの方なのかもしれないし、ずるいのが女の子だって居直るのもまたずるい気がするし。
What Rena said was wrapped in mystery. Unfortunately, I had no idea what she meant. The only thing I got out of it was that I had said or done something to inadvertently hurt Neon.
頼むよレナ。ミオンは俺の最高の仲間の一人だ。遺恨を残してなんか付き合いたくない。だから教えてくれよ。俺は何を傷つけてしまったんだ。
ダメだよ。
I can't tell you.
こういうのは自分で気づかなきゃ。
No. Rena was smiling like she always did, but spoke bluntly. The fact that she had this strength of will surprised me for a moment.
それに気づけないからこうして頼んでるんだろ。
My tone had unintentionally become harsh. Rena was also surprised for a moment, but quickly returned to her flat demeanor.
じゃあヒントだけならいいかな。
Okay.
特別なんだよ。
Alright, what is it? What is it?
すまん。頼む。ちゃんと考えるから。
Rena looked around the restaurant, searching for Shion. Shion was working enthusiastically, but without confidence as usual.
しーちゃん、髪の毛を上げて結んだらみーちゃんと見分けつかなくなるんだろうね。
うん、そうだな。
じゃあさ、みーちゃんが髪をほどいたらやっぱりしーちゃんと見分けがつかなくなるのかな。
So Mi-chan let her hair down. Would she be impossible to tell apart from Shi-chan?
多分な。でもそれとこれと何の関係があるんだよ。
もしもだよ、双子の妹なんて話は嘘で、あれは妹のふりをしてるみーちゃんだったらどう思う？
Rena was sharper than her daily behavior believed. I was hesitant in verbally affirming that, but it was the right answer.
質問に質問で返すようで悪いけどさ、レナの言う通りミオンがシオンのふりをしていたとして、それは何のためだよ。
After maintaining the silence for a while, Rena glanced at the clock.
そこを考えてほしいな。ヒントにしては多すぎかも。はあ、
After thanking me for the dessert, Rena stood up from her seat.
ごめんね。頼まれてるお買い物があるからそろそろ帰るね。しーちゃんには挨拶もせずに先に帰っちゃってごめんって伝えておいてもらえるかな。
ああ、伝えておく。
ごめんね。
え？
レナって怒りんぼなの。 怒ってごめんね。圭一くんだけが悪いわけでもないのに。
Renee was harsh in her apology, but I was the one who really should have apologized.
みーちゃんだってもうそんなに気にしてないことだと思うの。だからなかったことにして忘れちゃってもいいと思うんだけど。でもね、同じ女の子としては圭一くんに自分で気づいて自分で謝りに来てほしいなって夢を見ちゃうの。
Just tell me what I did wrong. Our boy is dumb. Switching to cute mode, only at the end she disappeared in the direction of the register. While I was staring into space, somebody suddenly tapped me on the shoulder.
お待たせしました。やっと終わりました。
It was Shion, who had changed into her street clothes.
今日は本当にありがとな。どれもすごい美味しかった。みんなも喜んでたよ。
いえいえ、そんな。でも喜んでもらえて嬉しかったです。あれ？さっきの女の人も帰っちゃったんですか？
買い物があるって言って帰ったよ。先に帰って申し訳ないって伝えておいてくれって。
そうですか。じゃあ私たちも表に行きません？たとえオフでもバイト先は緊張しちゃいますから。
We ended up strolling around without any destination in particular. I had been sitting the entire time, so I was in need of fresh air. When we left, the sky had already become draped in a veil of darkness.
はあ、なんだか暗くなってきちゃいましたね。もっと早めに終わらせてもらえる約束だったのに。
Shion seemed upset that there wasn't much time left.
でもいいかな。ちょっとでもこうしてのんびりお話できる時間が取れたから。
Saying that, Shion set out for a free line boulevard behind the station. The front of the station was slowly becoming crowded with businessmen heading home.
さて、自己紹介からしようかな。初対面はいきなりお姉と間違えられるという衝撃的な出会いだけで、互いに挨拶もしてないですからね。
I can only smile and laugh wildly.
私、園崎しおんと申します。お姉と似てるのは外見だけなんですよ。お姉は大雑把で暑苦しい人なんだけど、私は几帳面だけど涼しい人なんです。
Ah, yes, you are definitely that type of person. Shion, she's a good thinker. She has a good head on her shoulders. I remember what Rina and I had been talking about earlier. I said they looked the same, but their personalities were different, while Rina said they were both the same. I don't know what tripped her off, but Rina figured out that Shion was Mion. Also, related to that, she said that I had hurt Mion. Rina had given me only one hint. That was, why is Mion pretending to be Shion?
シオンは俺のことミオンからなんて聞いてるんだ？
お姉はケイちゃんのことお気に入りみたいですから、饒舌にいろいろと喋ってくれますよ。部活の話とか、やられたとかやり返したとか、そんな男の子みたいな話ばかりです。本当に仲がいいんですね。
Boyish kind of stories, huh? Come to think of it, I think we're something Shion told me before. Kei-chan, you don't think of my sister as a girl, do you? Was that what happened that hurt Mion? Mion herself said she wished she had been born a boy, and that being a girl didn't suit her. She said a lot of things to that effect, didn't she?
ケイちゃん、さっきからなんだか楽しくなさそうですけど。
いや、そんなことないよ。
隠し事が下手なくせに嘘つこうとするんですよね。だから憎めないんですけど。
Saying that, she slightly chopped my forehead. Even though Shion was enjoying herself, I was still trying to figure out how I had hurt Mion. I was having a hard time figuring out the riddle that Rina had left with me.
ほら、あれ、綺麗だと思いません？男の子でも綺麗に感じます？
What?
へえ、綺麗だな。
Shion was having fun window shopping, dragging me by all sorts of stores I would normally never enter. It wasn't like she was begging me to buy her anything. I wasn't getting bored either. It was just something to talk about as we walked around. It's an easy way to browse through numerous stores. We discussed all sorts of topics I knew nothing about, but I didn't lose interest. I had a feeling that she was good at conversation.
ケイちゃんってこういうの初めてですか？
ああ、初めてだよ。こんな小物のお店なんかこうして連れてきてもらわなかったら一生入らなかったな。
そういうのじゃなくて、こういう感じの。
What? I left back when Shion suddenly linked her arm with mine.
そんなに驚かなくてもいいじゃないですか。女の子と腕を組むくらいそんなに恥ずかしいことなんですか？
Not embarrassing, but sometimes you gotta warn a boy. Shion's expression was a little bit miffed, but subjective at the same time.
別に恥ずかしくなんかねえよ。腕が欲しけりゃ1本でも2本でもくれてやるよ。ほら。
ケイちゃんって本当に退屈しない人ですね。お姉のお気に入りってのもよくわかります。
いらねえなら引っ込めるぞ、腕。
そんな喜んで拝借いたしますわ。
Laughing in good spirit, Shion locked her arm with mine. My heart skipped a beat.
反応を楽しみたいんで意地悪に質問しますけど、ケイちゃん、女の子と腕組んだことあります？林間学校のキャンプファイヤーでってのはなしでです。
That little devil. She was asking that question knowing full well what the answer would be.
林間学校を封じられると辛いな。
そうだと思いました。
Yeah, she's a teasing master.
そのいたずらっぽい笑い方、本当にミオンと同じだな。お前、本当にシオンなんだろうな。ミオンがシオンだって嘘をついてるんじゃないのか？
お姉がシオンのふりをしてるかもしれないって思ってます？
Maybe.
さっきまでは双子だと思ってたが、悪ふざけの仕方がミオンとそっくりすぎるからな。
口ではそんなこと言ってますけど、ケイちゃんはちゃんと私とお姉を区別してますよ。
Are you going to catch Oppenheimer? Not right away. I haven't had a chance to go see any movies in a while. But I might be able to try to go see it either this Tuesday or next Tuesday. I know I only go to see movies on Tuesdays. Just to go for the $5 tickets.
区別ってなんだよ。
I try to see at least maybe 2 or 3 movies at a time. Pirate it later. Sometimes I like to sail the deadly seas myself. But normally I like to try to catch something in theaters here and there. Only two movies that I might pirate sail the deadly seas. I probably shouldn't use the P word. Is was it Flash maybe? Just because I heard just a few good things from it. Then probably Aquaman. I had no intentions to giving those films any money.
お姉がこうやって腕を取ってきたら、ケイちゃんドキドキしますか？
する。関節技でもかけられるんじゃないかと思ってビクビクする。
love her. Her laugh is so sweet. If I remember right, she's the same voice actress for Kagome from Inuyasha.
おいおい、そんなにおかしいことかよ。肩腹押さえて涙溜めるくらいに。
いえいえ、その
I love all the additional sprites.
おねってしょうがないなって思ったんです。
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Neon is
年頃の男の子と腕を組んで心臓を高鳴らすこともできないなんて。
Oh! Damn!
本当に女の子失格ですよね。
Fucking brutal! Just kill her already!
お姉は男の子に生まれた方が良かったんじゃないかなって思うことありますよ。そしたら私も惚れてるかもな。なんちゃって
Okay, she's just kidding. So was I. I would never attribute.
ミオンも男の子に生まれたかったなんて言ってたな。
お姉は女の子がしたいのか男の子がしたいのか、まあ不吉祥な生き方のツケですからね。放っておいてあげてください。
さっきから実の姉に随分な言い方だな。
Hey, your family. Family's allowed to say that. But when other people say it, that's when they get punched.
ミオンのどことなく甘えたところ好きじゃないんです。
So Shion talked about something. The way that Shion talked somehow sounded cold.
シオンってミオンとあんまり仲良くないのか？
Not really.
まあそこそこは仲良くやってます。でも姉妹として許せないなってところはいろいろありますよ。あれ見てください。可愛いと思いません？
Oh no, here it comes. I turned around to look at where Shion was pointing. What was there was the familiar display of a window of a toy shop. The same shop that the stage for the incident that occurred during the last Sunday's club activities. What Shion was pointing at was a display with a plethora of adorable dolls that looked like the sort girls would like.
女の子ってどうしてこういうのが好きなのかな？
だって可愛いじゃないですか。
It's because they're cute.
ケイちゃんは可愛いって思いませんか？
俺は男だから特にそういうのは感じないよ。
Hey, you can get the cute vibe.
まあまあ。ケイちゃんはこの中で一番可愛いのはどれだと思います？
Shion pulled my arm, motioned to the row of dolls. They were lined up like they were close sisters, taking a commemorative photo. A few of them seemed strangely familiar.
こっち側に並んでる4つは見覚えがあるな。
やっぱり有名なんですね。ケイちゃんでも知ってるくらいだから。
Shion sounded impressed.
最近イギリスから入ってきたばかりの新作なんですよ。
Oh, okay.
この辺ではまだ売ってますけど、都市部の方じゃ品切れ状態で安さがポイントのはずなのに変に高騰しちゃってるそうですよ。
女の子っていい年になってもこういうのが好きなんだな。
人にもよるでしょうけど、人形とかぬいぐるみとかを嫌いな女の子ってそんなにいないと思いますよ。あの男女のお姉ですら可愛いって言ってましたから。
へえ、ミオンも可愛いって言うのか。そりゃすごいことだな。
That's right. I just remembered. The store owner gave this one to us after Sunday's event. Except for Mion, who was a relative, everybody had gotten something.
やっぱりあれが一番ですよね。ドレスのふわふわな感じが本当に。
それだ。この店のマスターに俺がもらったやつだ。
らしいですね。
Shion replied softly, but true.
吉郎おじさんが日曜日のイベントを盛り上げてくれたお礼にって、お姉が連れてきた友達4人に配ったんだそうです。ドレスの人形はケイちゃんがもらったんですね。
Yep.
どうでしたか？
It was okay.
とっても可愛かったでしょ。
As a man, there's no way I think it was cute.
じゃあその人形どうしちゃったんですか？
持っててもしょうがないからあげちゃったよ。
To who? As Shion laughed, I could hear an audible click run through my head, like the piece of a jigsaw puzzle snapping into place.
今日はみんな本当におかげでイベントは大盛り大したものじゃないけど、これ今日
よし、私にはないの？おだちん。
かわいいのが出てきましたわよ。わあ、これかわいい。お持ち帰りしていいの？本当に？
ってことは俺のもかな。お、なんだかやたら可愛いのが出てきたぞ。
Beautiful dress, one you used to play house. When his eyes were glued to the stuffed doll, Sadako was the same, and Rika-chan's too. I see. It wasn't just Rena, Sadako, and Rika-chan. There was another person who seemed jealous.
ケイちゃんには一番似合わないのが出てきちゃったね。
Not wanting her expression to give it away, she said that to hide her embarrassment.
なんつうのか、プリティっていうかキュートっていうか可愛いのは認めるんだが、着せ替え人形はちょっとな。
ケイちゃんが持ってたら確実に明日からあれな趣味の人扱いだね。
I looked around to see who I should get the doll to. Mion was right in front of me. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. But I didn't.
くれるの？レナに？ありがとう。
Turning away from Mion, from Versh's gaze, I gave the doll to Rena. Mion's smile bore into my back. There was no way I couldn't have noticed. Why did I not give it to Mion? Since Mion was the only one who didn't get anything, wouldn't it just have been standard practice to give it to her? At the time, I didn't notice something was wrong. That's what I said.
保身のためだよ。レナにあげないと夜道が怖い。
違いない違いない。
ミオンにあげようかと思ったけど、ちょっと違うよな。
Something dark flickered briefly in Mion's eyes, but at that time I didn't notice it. But I thought to give it to Mion. Why didn't I?
へへへへ、わかってるじゃない。私さ、どうして男に生まれなかったのかなって思う時あるよ。
Mion herself had said it with a laugh, so I didn't realize that I had hurt her.
そうだな。ミオンってかっこいい系の方が似合うやつだもんな。だからこの店の手伝いはシオンちゃんが来て正解だったと思うぜ。
Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me.
その制服、ミオンなんかには絶対に似合わないと思うけど、シオンちゃんにはよく似合ってると思うしさ。
え、それって
Shion, like Rena, often does space out and turning bright red. Mion seemed really happy. She seemed happy that I complimented Shion, saying that it didn't suit Mion, but it suited Shion. Saying that it suited her seemed to make her happy.
ミオンの性格は違うけど、外見は瓜二つなんだ。
そうそう。外見は似てるけど中身は大違いなんだよ。私は優しくて思慮深いけど、シオンは冷めてておっかない性格なんだよね。
多分生まれた時にミオンの女の子らしい部分はミオンと違って実にはにかんだ笑顔の似合う可愛い女の子なんだ。
Mion made a strange face that was both angry and happy at the same time. It seemed that she was happy that I said Shion was cute. Sneaking a look inside the box to say that she has put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. There was an elegant meal stuffed inside.
本当にいいのか？これタバスコとかがいっぱい入ってるとか。
もうお姉じゃないんですから。私そんなことしませんよ。別に嫌なら無理しなくても。帰って自分で食べちゃいますから。
I'm not my sister. That's how she said it. Shion Shion was insistent that she wasn't Mion. She was saying that she was Shion and I shouldn't think of her as Mion. When Mion was Shion, it carried a special meaning.
みーちゃんって不思議でしょ？女の子なんだけど男の子みたいっていうか。
That's what Renan said.
でもね、そんなみーちゃんも本当はすっごく女の子らしいんだよ。
レナ、お前ミオンにいくらもらったんだよ。
違うの。もうちゃんとした話をしてるんだよ。
Renan began to pout. Now probably wasn't the right time to joke around.
みーちゃんは部活の部長さんだからみんなのリーダーとして頑張ってるけど、本当はとっても可愛い女の子なんだよ。それ特に圭一くんには忘れてほしくないな。
There never was a riddle to begin with. Renan was saying the answer right from the beginning.
それでもう私何が何だか。ケイちゃんに悪気がなかったのは分かってるつもり。
圭一くんは人を傷つけるような人じゃないよ。だからみーちゃんが痛みを覚える必要なんか全然ないんだよ。
じゃあ何なんだろうね。悔しいのか、それとも悲しいのか。
欲しかった？あのお人形。レナがもらったのをあげても何にも解決にならないもんね。
そうだね。
じゃあみーちゃん、圭一くんにおねだりしてごらんよ。正面からぶつかってみた方が結構解決できるかもしれないよ。
そんなのできるわけないじゃない。
今さら恥ずかしくてできない？
ミオンじゃない私でもう一回やり直したい。そうしたら今度はもっと素直になりたい。ミオンとしてのケイちゃんとの関係はとても気に入ってるよ。わがままだと知ってるけど、もう一回。
きっと気づいてくれるよ、圭一くん。
そうかな。
レナも応援するから。みーちゃんの悲しみが軽くなる方法を探してみようよ。私を信じて。みーちゃんを泣かせたりなんか絶対にさせないから。
信じる。
きっと圭一くんはみーちゃんのことも分かってくれるよ。それでね、無神経なことを言ってごめんねって言って、あのお店にみーちゃんを連れて行って。そうしたらみーちゃんもありがとうって言うんだよ。茶化しちゃダメだよ。素直に言うんだからね。
欲しいなって言ったらケイちゃん買ってくれます？
Neon said it quietly, doing her best to quell her embarrassment. I would have reflectively began to lightly tease her to hide my embarrassment. But like Neon, I quelled that impulse.
いいよ、ミオン。今日までのお礼ってことで、どれでも買ってやるよ。
My voice cracked with the unfamiliar words. In order to not lose to Mion trying her best, I tried my best as well.
だから私、ミオンじゃなくてシオン。
じゃあシオンに買ってやるよ。
Shion looked down, red-faced. She pointed at the doll in the dress through the store window.
本当にいいんですか？あのドレスのだけはちょっぴり高いんですよ。
値段の問題じゃないだろう。気持ちの問題だよ。
私 今日はケイちゃんに嫌なお客さんから助けてもらえて本当に嬉しかったです。先輩たちもみんな助けてくれなかったのに、ケイちゃんだけは助けてくれました。私の肩をグイって引っ張ってくれましたよね。あの時すごくかっこいい。なのに私恥ずかしくってちゃんとしたお礼もできなくって。
I clamped my hand down on Shion's head and ruffled her hair roughly, like how I would to Rina and the others. When I did that, Shion, like Rina, would have spaced out and blessed like.
そんな難しいのは抜きでいいよ。あの時あげてればよかったんだ。そうすればみんな楽しく笑ってられたんだ。
Shion didn't respond. She had turned bright red like she was trying to hold back both laughter and tears.
今買ってくるよ。そこで待ってろよ。
私も一緒に行きます。
Here it comes. Saying that, she grabbed onto my arm once again. She wasn't trying to be stoic anymore.
お姉がどうしてケイちゃんのことを好きなのか。ねえ、ケイちゃんのことちょっぴり好きになってもいいですか？
The unfamiliar situation made my head start to spin. What am I doing? I had reached my limit. Smiling wildly, I tried to hide my embarrassment. I dragged Shion into the store with me.
すみません。表のショーウィンドウにあるドレスの人形が欲しいんですけど。
After a moment, I heard a voice of acknowledgement, and an apron-clad employee soon arrived.
ケイちゃん？それに、なんであんたがここにいるの？バイト中のお姉には関係ありません。
Yep, nothing to do with you. It definitely does.
私、ケイちゃんとデート中なんですから。
Stealing her sister's boy before he's even her boy? なんだケイちゃん。Even if you ask why, I like to know the answer myself. Mia looked at me with an expression of confusion and surprise, but that was the same with me. If she was there, then who was next to me?
最初からそうだって言ってますよ。園崎シオンです。お姉の双子の妹ですよ。ケイちゃんだって私のことをシオンって呼んでたじゃないですか。
Shion saying that pouted cutely.
どういうことなの？説明してよ、シオン。別にお姉がご就寝のケイちゃんってどんな人なのかなって思って、デザートフェスタのチケットを都合してあげたんです。そしたらケイちゃん、私が嫌なお客さんに絡まれているところにさっそうと現れて、バッタバッタとなぎ倒して私を助けてくれて、ポッ。
Oh god. Both Mia and I raised our voices pathetically, expressing our confusion to the utmost.
ミオンが電話をくれたろ？昨日さ。
しないよ私。何のことか全然わかんない。私、ケイちゃんのためにお弁当を届けてあげたよね。あれは私だもんね。それともあれ、お姉だったの？園崎ミオンともあろうお方が手作り弁当を作って男の子の家に海外しく届けに行ったと？へえ、お姉って見かけによらず大胆。
Without pop, a trail of smoke began to rise from Mion's head.
いや、知らない。ほらね、ケイちゃん、お姉は知らないって。だから昨日までのは全部私、園崎シオンなの。私のふりをしたお姉かもしれないって思ってたかもしれないけど、これで疑いは晴れたでしょ？
I couldn't tell up from down at that moment. There was a mirror around. I could see my eyes go wide from the shock.
さあ、店員さん、表のショーケースの人形 大好きになった人からの初めてのプレゼントだから、ちゃんとリボン付きで梱包してほしいです。
Mion completely flustered with being cornered by a sly-faced Shion. My brain has stopped working.
そんな、ケイちゃん、何がどうなって。じゃあ行こう。ケイちゃん、もう暗くなってきたからお家まで送ってあげるね。おねえ、悪いけど沖宮の家に電話して車を回すように言ってもらえる？自転車も積めるようにワゴンか何かで来てほしいって伝えてね。
By contrast to Shion, who had glee written all over her face, Mion was an empty shell and looked like she could burst into tears at any moment. Oh no.
ケイちゃん。
After that, Mion's grumblings were unrelenting. Are we gonna... Okay. Oh, this is the official end to this part. Oh no. That was... It hasn't been long enough. What was this tip? Oh, save this right now. Well, and that tip, we'll read that tip later. Oh, it's in the game. Oh boy. There we go. Just to make a quick, in case you're a little bit confused, so every time we met, besides the part where we first met Shion at the restaurant the first time, and that time she came to your house, all that was Mion. Every time we ever met Shion, it was truly Shion. It's just Mion is she's so much of a tomboy. She feels weird expressing her feelings, being like very feminine. So she has to pretend to be. She feels like she has to pretend to be her sister, who's more, girly, traditional girly. It's just so fun, and it's so much a better build-up compared to the anime. The manga did it better, but this was so much nice. But then again, they kept shoving in dialogue like, "Oh, was this really Mion? Was this really Mion? Or Shion?" Like, they took out some of that. Maybe probably been a better reveal, but then again, I read this. This is my third time going through this story. First the anime, then the manga, and now the OG. God, that took forever. I was waiting for that stopping point, but I didn't know it was gonna be that long. Because they didn't have that big thing. Like with the club members attacking the degenerates in the club, in the restaurant. But I'm gonna head out real quick. Thank you all for stopping by and listening to my awful dialogue read of this amazing VN. So tomorrow night, I think I had Hades set up. I'm not sure I'll be able to play Hades tomorrow because I have a bunch of other stuff to do. I'll post on Twitter probably around 4 or 5 o'clock maybe if we're doing Hades or not. But look out for I will probably try to post the schedule for next week sometime on Saturday night or early Sunday morning. But yeah, thank you all for showing up, even just for a little bit. I highly appreciate it because Kronos is not your friend. Fantastic stream day. Thank you. Just like I said, Kronos is not your friend. So you use him as long as use the time he gives you wisely. And thank you for spending it with me. Alright, so how many people we got with us right now? Just to double check. Oh, we got 2? Oh, we got 2! Yes, we got 2 people! I'm sorry, this sounds condescending. But Oh, one. You got one? I don't know. Okay, never mind. I was going to do a raid, but I feel weird doing that with only one person. He's so funny when you have this body. All my content comes out, and then my antisocial personality disorders want to kick me in when I try to be social online. Okay though, but seriously, call it a night. Have some amazing nightmares for me, and I will see you, if not tomorrow, then Sunday night. Okay, bye bye.